Building trust in a relationship is hard, whether it's because of past hurts, misunderstandings, or just the pressures of everyday life. Trust can feel like something that slips through your fingers no matter how hard you try. Maybe you've been there, where you want to trust, but it just feels difficult or even impossible at times. Does this sound familiar? Well, today I'm going to help that. We're going to show you that there's a solution. Brené Brown's Braving Method is a simple but powerful framework that can help you build and rebuild trust in your relationship. But first, let's talk about trust. What even is trust? At its core, trust is about vulnerability. Charles Feltman defines it as choosing to risk making something you value vulnerable to another person's actions. In other words, trust means believing that someone will handle your heart, your thoughts, and your well-being with care. It's the foundation of every healthy relationship built over time through consistent actions, honesty, and reliability. On the flip side, distrust is the fear that what is important to me is not safe for this person in this situation or any situation. When trust is broken, it creates uncertainty. Suddenly you question whether you can rely on your partner, whether your emotions will be met with care, and whether this relationship is truly a safe space. Trust isn't one big decision, it's a series of small choices made every day. That's where Brené Brown's Braving framework comes in. Braving breaks down trust into 7 key elements, helping us understand exactly what strengthens or weakens trust in our relationships. Let's take a closer look at this framework. First up, we have B. B is for boundaries. Let's be real. Boundaries are a huge part of what makes or breaks trust in a relationship. Without clear boundaries, things get messy. Maybe you've been in a situation where your partner crosses a line, or you feel like your needs are constantly overlooked. That's where boundaries come in. Healthy boundaries are about knowing and respecting each other's limits, emotionally, physically, and mentally. It's about saying, this is where I begin and where you end, and trusting that your partner will honor that. When boundaries are respected, trust flourishes. You both know you're safe to be yourselves. Next up, we have R. R stands for reliability. Trust is built over time by being reliable. If you say you're going to do something, you do it. It could be something as small as picking up the groceries on the way home from work, or as big as showing up for that long-awaited date. When you show up consistently for your partner, they know that they can count on you. Reliability might sound simple, but it's huge. It's the difference between being a dependable partner and someone your partner has to second guess all the time. The more reliable you are, the deeper the trust grows. Now, A stands for accountability. Owning your mistakes is one of the most powerful ways to build trust. No one is perfect. We all mess up, but it's how we handle those moments that counts. If you hurt your partner or break a promise, accountability means saying to them, I messed up and I'm sorry, and taking that responsibility rather than pointing fingers or making excuses. It's about owning it, learning from it, and then doing better. Accountability is the glue that holds relationships together. When you hold each other accountable in a kind, supportive way, it deepens trust and keeps you both growing together. Next, we have V for vault. This is about confidentiality. Trust can't grow if you're worried about your partner spilling your secrets or personal stories to each other. If your partner shares something vulnerable with you, whether it's a fear, dream, or past hurt, it's your job to keep that information safe. A vault isn't just about keeping quiet, it's about protecting the trust your partner has placed in you. When you know your partner is keeping your story safe, you can be open with them, knowing they're guarding your heart too. I stands for integrity, doing what's right even when no one's looking. Trust is built when your actions align with your values, when what you say actually matches what you do. If you commit to something, big or small, you follow through because it reflects who you are. Integrity is choosing courage over comfort, choosing what's right over what's fun, fast, or easy, and then practicing your values, not just professing them. Integrity isn't just a moral concept, it's a trust builder. It shows your partner that you're committed to doing the right thing for the relationship and for each other. N stands for non-judgment. This is a huge one. Trust doesn't thrive when there's judgment or criticism. It thrives when both partners feel safe to share their true selves without fear of being ridiculed or condemned. Non-judgment means listening with empathy even when you don't fully understand. It's about accepting each other's flaws and imperfections and being there for your partner. When you show up with a non-judgmental attitude, your partner knows they can be vulnerable with you, and that's how the trust deepens. You're creating a safe space for each other to grow and be real. And finally, last but not least, G is for generosity. But it's not just about being generous with gifts or time, it's about being generous with your assumptions. In relationships, things can get messy and misunderstandings happen. When they do, generosity means giving your partner the benefit of the doubt instead of assuming the worst. It's about choosing to believe they had good intentions even when the outcome wasn't quite what you expected. Generosity in relationships is about creating a culture of trust, where you assume the best in each other and approach conflict with kindness and patience. What I love most about braving is that it breaks down trust into clear, actionable parts. If you're feeling a lack of trust in your relationship, go through each element of braving and ask yourself, are they keeping my boundaries? Are they being reliable? Are they being accountable? And keep going until you find the area where the trust has been broken. That's your starting point for repair. Trust is like a broken bone. It won't heal if ignored. It will only get worse. But once you acknowledge the break, healing can begin. Identifying the weak spot in braving gives you a clear goal, making trust building feel far more manageable. It's not always easy, but with braving, healing and rebuilding trust is absolutely within reach. So there you have it, the braving method. We have boundaries, reliability, accountability, the vault, integrity, non-judgment, and generosity. These are 7 elements that are the foundation of a strong, lasting trust in any relationship. If this resonated with you, I'd love to hear how you're working on trust in your own relationship. Drop a comment down below, share your thoughts, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more relationship tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.